Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine, enjoying at your places. First of all, congratulations for the result. सबने बहुत मेहनत से पेपर दिए हैं, सबका रिज़ल्ट अच्छा आया है, लेकिन फाइनल्स के लिए आपने अब और भी अच्छे से प्रेपरेशन करनी है और मोस्ट प्रोबेबली थोड़े दिन में आपके स्कूल भी खुल जाएंगे. सो वी विल मीट इन द क्लास ऑल्सो, बट we will not waste the time, so we'll continue with the syllabus. We had completed up till chapter number 6, and today we are going to start chapter number 7, that is Glimpses of India part 1, and the name of the chapter is A Baker from Goa, written by Lucio Rodriguez. Lucio introduces us to a traditional Goa village baker who still has an important place in the society. The chapter consists of the author's nostalgic memories of childhood associated particularly with the baker and goes on to describe how the bakers of those days looked like and what their association with the contemporary society was. So, this is a pen portrait of a traditional Goa village baker who still has an important place in his society. Our elders are often heard reminiscing nostalgically about those good old Portuguese days. हमने अपने एल्डर्स को ज़्यादातर देखा है कि वो अपने पुराने ज़माने की बात करते हैं. Reminiscing nostalgically means thinking fondly of the past, the Portuguese and their famous loaves of bread. ब्रेड के टुकड़ों के बारे में और पुर्तगालों के बारे में वो बातें करते हैं. कहाँ पे? गोवा में. Those eaters of loaves might have vanished, but the makers are still there. कि ब्रेड के टुकड़े तो गायब हो गए होंगे, लेकिन बेकर्स अभी भी वहीं पे हैं. We still have amongst us the mixers, the molders, and those who bake the loaves. Means the work of making the bread is not done by one person, but there are the mixers, the molders, and finally the ones who bake the loaves of bread. Those age old, time tested furnaces still exist, and the furnaces in which the people used to bake the bread, they exist even at this time also. The fire in the furnaces has not yet been extinguished. एक्सटिंग्विश क्या होता है? बुझाना. तो जो उन भट्टियों में, उन फर्नेसेस में जो फायर है, कहते हैं वो दैट इज स्टिल देयर एंड इज नॉट एक्सटिंग्विश्ड. द थर्ड ऑफ जिंगल The third and jingle of the traditional baker's bamboo heralding his arrival in the morning. कि जो जिंगलिंग की आवाज़ थी उससे ये अनाउंसमेंट होती थी दैट द बेकर हैज़ कम. कैन स्टिल बी हर्ड इन सम प्लेसेस एंड द सेम साउंड कैन बी हर्ड एट some places even at this time also. Maybe the father is not alive, but the son still carries on the family profession. And suppose the father in the family has died, then the son continues with the same profession of baking the bread. These bakers are even today known as पेडर in Goa. इनको आज गोवा में क्या बोलते हैं? पेडर बोलते हैं. During our childhood in Goa, the baker used to be our friend, companion and guide. He used to come at least twice a day. Means when we were children, at that time the baker who used to come in our street, that was like a friend, a companion and a guide for us. And he used to come twice a day. Once when he set out in the morning on his selling round, and then again when he returned after emptying his huge basket. Means the first round was when he goes to sell the goods, and the second round was when he comes back after selling the loaves of bread. The jingling thud of his bamboo woke us up from the sleep, and we ran out to meet and greet him. Why was it so? Was it for the love of the loaf? तो अब नरेटर पूछता है कि आपको क्या लगता था कि हम सोए हुए भी उठ जाते थे उसकी आवाज़ सुन के, ऐसा क्यों था? क्या हमारा ये मन होता था कि हमें उससे एक टुकड़ा मिल जाए ब्रेड का? नॉट एट ऑल, ऐसा नहीं था. द लोव्स वर बॉट बाय सम पैस्किन और पेस्टिन, the maid servant of the house. The loaves of the bread were bought by the maid servant. What we longed for, longed for means fond of, हमारी क्या इच्छा होती थी? वर दोज ब्रेड बैंगल्स, मतलब बैंगल्स से कोई ब्रेड बनी हुई होती थी बैंगल शेप में, which we choose carefully. Sometimes it was sweet bread of special make, और कई बार स्वीट ब्रेड होती थी, मतलब वो चीज़ें लेने के लिए हम जाते थे, नॉट द सिंपल ब्रेड. द बेकर मेड हिज म्यूजिकल एंट्री ऑन द सीन विद द जंग जंग साउंड of his specially made bamboo staff. One hand supported the basket on his head and the other banged the bamboo on the ground. With one hand he gives the support to the basket which was on his head, and with other hand he carries the bamboo staff, and it was making jang jang sound, the stick of bamboo. He would greet the lady of the house with good morning, and the house wherever he goes he greets the lady very politely. He says good morning to the lady of the house and then places his basket on the vertical bamboo, and then he keeps his basket on the bamboo which he carries in his hand. We kids would be pushed aside with a mild rebuke and the loaves would be delivered to the servant. हम बच्चों को इधर उधर कर दिया जाता और जो ब्रेड के लोव्स थे वो किसको पकड़ाए जाते थे? सर्वेंट को. बट वी वुड नॉट गिव अप, लेकिन बच्चे थे, अपनी आदत से मजबूर थे, वहीं पे ही सर्कल बना के खड़े रहते थे, इधर उधर नहीं जाते थे. वी वुड क्लाइंब अ ब्रांच or the parapet and peep into the basket. I can still recall the typical fragrance of those loaves. Loaves for the elders and the bangles for the children. मतलब बड़े लोग तो ब्रेड लोव्स ही पसंद करते थे, but the children relished the bangles of bread. Then we did not even care to brush our teeth. And to eat those bread loaves, we didn't even care that whether our teeth are brushed or not, even or whether our mouth was washed or not. And why should we? Means it was not the matter of worry for us. मुंह धोना या ब्रश करना हमारे लिए ये कोई टेंशन वाली बात नहीं थी. Who would take the trouble of plucking the mango leaf for the toothbrush? उस टाइम में क्या था, वो लोग दातुन किया करते थे, तो कहते कि हम कौन इतना कष्ट करे कि मैंगो के पेड़ के ऊपर जाए पत्ता लेने के लिए ब्रश करने के पर्पज से. एंड वाई वॉज इट नेसेसरी एट ऑल? And the children used to ask from the parents that why was it very necessary to clean the teeth? The tiger never brushed his teeth, and they used to give the examples like, have you ever seen the tiger brushing his teeth? Hot tea could wash and clean up everything so nicely after all. And the best example given by the children was that the hot tea kills all the bacterias and it cleans up everything very nicely. So that's all for today, students. Tomorrow we'll continue with the reading of the chapter and we'll do the question answers also. Till then, bye.